Good evening, and welcome to the latest edition of Lunchtime Learning. And I'm very grateful for Ben Marley to join me this evening from GeoCal. Everybody, Ben has been talking about Google and the loss of Google reviews. I've personally suffered, I think about 70 plus have disappeared over the course of the last 3 days, which is a hell of a lot. And I've looked at a couple of clients that were close to 1,500 and have now gone down to 1,200, which is absolutely crazy. So being the Google expert as you are and the guru, I thought it'd be nice to have you on this evening to discuss what your thoughts are and what's going on and if there are any suggestions that can help people. So evening, Ben.
Evening, thank you. First time doing a lunchtime learning in the evening, I assume, for you probably, is it? Well, evening for us here.
Yeah.
So I wish, Stephen, I had better news with this, just being straight up front about this. So for anyone who hopefully hasn't experienced this, or maybe it's not been too bad for them, Google actually did this update last year, and when they did it, what the aim of it was that they're trying to combat spam reviews, and they're trying to eliminate people who are using freelance websites or something to basically buy a load of fake positive reviews. So what they've done is that they've released something which in the UK has just hit us in the last couple of weeks. And the idea basically being is that their algorithms and their bots can now detect what they believe, let's emphasize they believe, to be spam reviews. And what has happened, and this is globally that this has happened, is that there are literally millions of genuine 5-star reviews that have got caught in the net with this. So normally Google would just say, tough, it's fallen part of our algorithm and that there's nothing that you can do, and they will continue to keep doing this over time, and their spam filters and checks and everything will come through. However, they've actually done something about it this time, and there is a form that you can complete on the support page. Now what I'm going to do is, just while we're I've
actually put it in the comment, Ben.
Right. So okay, super. So when in a minute, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you what to do. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's not massively taxing, but there's a couple of do's and don'ts in there which can really give you the best fighting chance of being able to get your reviews back. There is full disclosure. There is no guarantee that if you follow this procedure to the letter of what I'm about to say, that it's going to work. And it literally will be on a case-by-case basis. Some people may get all of their reviews back and some people may not get any. It is going to be literally the toss of a coin when we do this. Okay, so hope is out there, which is good. And we can hopefully try and do things to help businesses, because let's be honest, you've worked hard for your customer. The customer's been bothered, once they've been bothered, that they've been able to leave you a review, and that now allows other people to understand about how good your service is so that they can make a better informed decision. That's why reviews exist. Then the almighty Google have come along and have just gone, nah, and they've swiped some of these away. So let's try and get these back as much as possible. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen, and hopefully this is going to work for a second.
Thank you.
Okay, Stephen, can you just confirm if you can see?
Okay, yeah, that's been
sharing.
Added, okay. So I can see it. Yeah, thank you.
Super. Right, so everyone who, if you just click on the link that Stephen's put in the comments for you. So what we want to do here, okay, is we want to because I manage many profiles, there's going to be loads that are going to come up in here. Okay, so with yours, you just select the business that you want in here. So this would just be your business. So you just select this business. Okay, what do you want helps with? Put in here loss of reviews. Okay, once we've done this, if we put in loss of reviews, next. Here we go, review missing. Okay, so we want to appeal. Okay, so under here, so this is just telling you what the different things that it's going to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Confirm email. So once it's done this, you are now going to have to put your contact details in. So even though my business, we manage lots of Google business profiles for lots of businesses, we can't do this because it needs to be you as the owner of your Google business profile. Okay, so rather than being a manager, so just pop your details in here, okay, and then you will literally just have to just put in here your business name, so who you are, etc., etc. Pop all of that in, so know the profile hasn't been suspended. You know, put in here, basically the reason that they ask about the schools is because they can't publish anything to do with schools. This is obviously to do with America. And then obviously you just need to put in here how many reviews are missing from your profile. Please do not try and over embellish this. So if you're missing 5, don't go, oh, let's do 26 to 50 and think that maybe we'll get a load of other people's reviews. Just be honest with them, okay? And then just check on here, are your new reviews being published? If you're not sure, just put that on there, okay? But you'll soon know, because if you just go back over your last reviews and you can just check over when was the last time that someone left one. Again, so just go through and just fill this in as much as here. Now, if you can, now this might be really hard under the reviewer names, okay? If you know the names of the people that have left you reviews in the past that are now missing, pop them in here. Just something to be aware of with this. With a Google review, someone could call themselves Banana Man and their real name could be Ben Marley, for example. So the reviewer's name might not appear if you put it in there. So if you put in Ben Marley and then they go through it and there isn't a Ben Marley in there, but there is a Banana Man, then they won't be able to find it. But if you can, please try and put the reviewers' names in there and then submit this, okay? From here, Google will then put you in their filter process and they will then, someone will be reaching out to you. When we say someone's going to be reaching out to you, if you imagine that there are literally hundreds of thousands of businesses that are now experiencing the same thing as you. So what we want to do is we've got to be polite. We've got to play the game a bit with Google. Give them everything that they need. Make it as easy as possible for them to do it. And something that I read last night on I'm part of a Console Masters group, was that a lot of companies, if they actually do speak to someone in the support team at Google, be polite to them. Because these people are trying to help you. They're trying to rectify the situation. Please don't just use them as a battering of some sort where you're just going to start throwing the toys out the pram and say, how dare you do this? It's not them that has done this. They're there to try and help you. Be polite, be nice, then they're more likely to want to help you to get your reviews back. Okay, so just recapping there, fill in that form. What I'll do as well with these comments here is I'll actually give you a bit of a step-by-step guide as to what we've just discussed there, just with a few things to put on there. With the reviewer names, if you can, find the ones that you think are missing and pop those in. But just don't over embellish the amount of reviews that you've lost. This is an opportunity for you to get back the reviews that you've lost, not to try and use it as an opportunity to try and win some reviews that you didn't already have. And again, Google are more likely to want to help you if you are being genuine with that. We all want the same thing.
Definitely. Well, look, I experienced this. This is the third experience I've had. The first experience I had, Jerry Lyons was kind enough to share a video on the YouTube link as to what you need to do. Now, I'm not sure whether that video still applies or not. But I'm very happy if people want it to share that as well with people. So just please comment or ask me and I'll get that over to you. The first time I actually did get some reviews back, not all of them. And the second time I actually didn't. And I didn't get much of an apology, to be perfectly honest. That was it. And then the last 3 days, personally, I've just watched them go down and go down and go down. And even this morning, literally, they had gone down by another 16. I'm thinking, no, and you've rightly pointed out, I think we all work really, really hard to get Google reviews. Google is the #1 search engine. Everybody's looking at, which agent should I use? And that's a great place to send people. So obviously, I find it personally, and this may be quite strong language, a little bit heartbreaking, because I put so much effort and work into, giving the best version of myself when I do the training. For that to happen, it's just, a little bit distressing. So I'm sure a lot of people are feeling exactly the same way over the last few days, but there may be a solution.
This is a gut-wrenching situation, and what I would say moving forward, and every business is going to be slightly different, okay? But one of the things that they will be looking at with this algorithm, and Stephen, this is probably where yours has fallen into this category, is that they actually look at what the time periods are where reviews are being left. So if you imagine for your business, Stephen, if you're training a group of 25 people in one day, you might get, say, 18, 19 reviews in a day. Then you don't get anything for maybe a few weeks, and then you get a load more on one day. That actually doesn't go in your favor in terms of their consistency algorithm. But it's the peril of what you do, because you can't say to the class that you're training, oh, can some of you leave me a review today, and can some of you, do you mind doing it next week, and then a few days after that? It's just the nature of the beast, right? So what you've got to do with this, and again, just thinking about their algorithm and the things that they're picking up on, for any business watching this moving forward, just think about the consistency of you collecting reviews. And the more consistent that you can make it, we're not saying about do you get a review every day, but just over a 12-month period, the more consistent that you can make it, i.e. a few every week or every few days, etc., that's actually going to bode well for you, because what their spam filter is looking for spikes of activity. So if you are a business that says, oh, we don't collect any for ages because we're too busy, and then we all stay late one night, and then we get pizzas in for the guys, and then we'll ring around and try and get 100 reviews in an hour or something, that is the worst thing that anyone could possibly do. And this is why some of your reviews possibly are being removed, is because of these spikes of activity.
Okay, well, look, that's really interesting. Ben, if people want to reach out to you, how do they do that, please?
Yeah, so the best way, if you are unsure about anything, give me a shout via either Facebook on there, drop me a DM on there, or on LinkedIn, or you can reach me via the website, which is www.geocale.co.uk.
Okay, that's been really, really useful. So thank you very much. So everybody, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found it just as useful as I have. I've just learned something. So maybe that in my appeal, that's what I'm going to be talking about to them, to let them know about my business and why my reviews come in at a lot all together at the same time. Whether it helps or not, I don't know, but we will see. Anyway, have a great evening, everybody. And Ben, thank you for coming on at this hour.
No worries. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.